Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with another MMI video. I feel like I've been doing these forever. I think this is maybe like my fourth or fifth one, but today's video will be the last MMI video in my series. I think interviews in general are as much about mentality as they are about prepping for them, practicing questions, reading up on current events, knowing healthcare ethics. Those things are all important. However, if you don't have kind of a strong, confident mentality going into the MMI, that's really going to affect your performance. You could have the most knowledge in the world when it comes to this stuff, but if you're not able to deliver that in a very confident way, it could really impact kind of the success of your application. So going into the MMI, I knew how important my mindset was, knew how important my mentality was, and so I did a few things to make sure that I came off very confident, sure of myself on interview day. And so in today's video, I'm here to relay that all to you guys because I want you guys to succeed as well. That being said, this is a very nerve-wracking process, and by no means did I not have any nerves going through this. I was definitely extremely nervous. It's very competitive to get into PA school, so all of those feelings of nervousness and anxiety and being overwhelmed, it's all normal. However, on interview day, you need to sell yourself. And by selling yourself, you want to make sure that you come off confident, and nerves can sometimes get in the way of that. So I'm gonna be teaching you guys the tips and tricks I use to reprogram my brain to come off very confident in my interviews. So if you are interested, then just keep watching. Okay, so the first thing that you should remind yourself when you go into your MMI is that every single question that you answer, you will be evaluated by someone different. That's the whole point of the MMI. The whole point of the MMI is that you get 12 different opinions or 10 different opinions, however many MMI stations there are, on the applicant. So if you get to one station and you think you didn't answer the question properly, or you think that you blew that question, that's totally okay, because the next question is a fresh start with a fresh pair of eyes that are going to be evaluating your response. So it's okay. I think that's happened to a lot of people who are successful in the MMIs. You kind of just have to remind yourself that, okay, that question is done, it's over, there's nothing I can do about it, let me make sure I put my best foot forward for the next one. And that's kind of the mentality that you have to have as you go through it. It's okay if you don't necessarily feel so confident about one question. It happens to everybody. Just make sure for the next one you remind yourself this is a fresh new opportunity to make a great impression on someone. Another thing that I wish I told myself more before going into my MMI is the people who are evaluating my responses, or the interviewers, are literally just people. They're just people like me who have went through their own life experiences, have experienced their own successes, have experienced their own challenges. They're literally just people, and as humans, there's nothing that makes someone else better or worse than another person. We're all just people living our lives, and the interviewers are included in that. Yes, they are in a position where they're evaluating your response, but you have to remember that you hold a lot of value yourself. You got to this stage because you're an extremely competitive applicant, and you have something great to offer the school and the profession. So remember that. These interviewers are just interested in getting to know you and getting to know why this is something you're passionate about. The third thing that I would tell myself a lot before going into the MMI, especially towards the end of my practice when I started to get a lot more nervous, is that confidence is key. You might not have the most knowledge about something that they ask you, but if you speak with confidence with the little knowledge that you do have, that's going to make a huge impression. You also have to think about it. When you go to see a healthcare provider, whoever it is, you want that healthcare provider to be very confident in their ability to assess you, to diagnose you. And so confidence is something that the program is looking for in their applicants, because that's necessary to become a really good healthcare provider. So how I went about making sure that I was confident going into my interview was through multiple different ways. I talked to my friends. They would tell me that, I'm exactly where I need to be, and I'm gonna do really well, and I've been practicing, so if you have like a hype friend, family member, whoever it is, talk to them before your interview. Another thing I did that was really simple was I just looked back at my CV, and I was like, wow, like I did a lot in my time. I've been through a lot, I've accomplished many things, I've encountered many challenges, and now I'm here. And that just kind of reassured that you know, I am in the right place and I'm excited to be here and I am qualified to go through with this next step of my life. I'm not saying that necessarily to brag at all about the things that I've done. I'm just saying that getting to this stage requires someone who's an extremely competitive applicant. So if you're there, you've done many great things and you should give yourself credit for that and use that to help yourself gain a sense of confidence before you go into your MMI. So another thing I would say is don't compare yourself to other people. I know we all do it, including myself, but it's something that really messes up our mentality and our sense of confidence. I feel like we constantly think that someone is more prepared than we are, someone knows more than we do, and that definitely takes a hit on your confidence. And so I would recommend, honestly, just don't worry about what everyone else is doing. Focus on yourself. Focus on making sure that who you are shines through, your uniqueness, everything that you've kind of prepared for to this point. Just be focused on that. Last but not least, I think the golden key to success is actually believing that you are going to get in. If you go into the MMI with the mentality that you are well qualified, you are good enough to gain this position, get into PA school, that's the kind of energy that you are going to give off. So I know that's definitely easier said than done. Just remember who you are, and if you actually believe that you're going to get in, that confidence is going to translate really well. You don't want to come off as arrogant or cocky, but you do want to come off as very sure of yourself and very confident that this is where you want to be and this is the profession that you want to pursue. Actually believe that you can get in because you can. You know, you've made it to the MMI stage, which is incredibly difficult. And so that essentially means that the PA program sees something in you and they do believe that you could be a great PA. This is just the next bridge that you have to cross in order to get in. Believe that you can do this because the energy that you put out to the world is what you attract. So make sure that you sell yourself and you actually believe in yourself. That's one of the most important things. So yeah, that's about it for this one. I know MMI time is approaching, so just remember who you are, remember all of the things that you've done to prepare for this point. Keep your eye on the prize, focus on yourself. If you have any other questions, definitely leave them in the description box below. I get back pretty quickly. Good luck to everybody interviewing this cycle, and thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.